Hello and welcome to our video about VTA's transit redesign, our draft transit service plan. This one is focused on Santa Clara University. We appreciate you tuning in. I'm Cody Kratz, VTA's Administrator of Digital Communications, and with me today is Adam Berger, Senior Transportation Planner, focused on this transit redesign, managing the process. Before I turn it over to Adam to present about the big picture and what is going to change at Santa Clara University, I want to highlight some of the ways you can ask questions or provide comments after watching this video. You're watching on YouTube, and down below the video you'll see there's a comment section. We will be monitoring that and answering questions and passing along comments to the planning team as quickly as we can. Also, social media is an option. We are at VTA on Twitter. Our Facebook page is shown there on the screen. You can send us a private message or leave a comment on our wall. You can call our customer service call center. The phone number is there on the screen. Or you can email community.outreach@vta.org. Nextnetwork.vta.org is also a great resource. You can learn about the reasons we're doing this redesign, some of the major goals, see maps, and also drill into particular routes, like what you see on the screen here with Route 60. You can learn about exactly what's proposed to change with your route or any others that you might want to use. And you can also leave comments down at the bottom of each of these pages if you have specific feedback about that route. So we encourage you to visit that site, even open it up now as we go through the presentation. I am going to turn it over now to Adam, and he's going to talk about the big picture and then drill in a bit more on Santa Clara University.
Thank you, Cody. So this is a from-scratch redesign of our entire transit system. This is all the bus routes and light rail routes that VTA operates in Santa Clara County. We have about 70 routes, and we're proposing changes to almost all of them as part of this redesign. That affects where routes go, the frequency of those routes, the hours of the day in which those routes operate, and the days of the week in which those routes operate. I'd like to give folks a sense for how we got to this point. In the summer of 2016, we initiated a 5-month community engagement process where we asked you how we could make public transit in Santa Clara County better. We heard back from over 5,000 different folks that they would like to see us, in general, focus more on increasing ridership and making the service more useful in Santa Clara County, which leads us to increase frequencies and service levels in areas that have transit supportive characteristics, like higher densities and walkable pedestrian areas. Corresponding with that would be decreasing transit service in places that lack those qualities, that tend to be low density and have low rider demand. So there is a trade-off here for increasing ridership and frequency and decreasing access. We took that feedback to our board of directors, and they affirmed it, telling us in November of 2016 that they would like to see us develop a draft plan that focuses more on increasing ridership. So on January 5th, we released that plan to the public for review. And between now and February 20th, we're asking for the public to let us know how we can make the draft plan better. We know that you know the nuances and travel patterns of your community better than we do, and we're counting on you to help us make this plan more useful for more people. Once we get your feedback, we'll use it to inform the development of a final plan that we will share with our committees in March and our board of directors in April for their approval. This plan would be implemented in the fall of 2017, coinciding with the start of BART service to Santa Clara County. So let's zoom in on Santa Clara University. The university is right across the street from the Santa Clara Transit Center, and we're proposing a number of changes to the routes that operate in that transit center. First is a change with the 22 and 522. Those routes keep their same routes as they travel today. However, the frequencies are proposed to change. The 522, which operates 4 times an hour, about every 15 minutes, is proposed to increase to 5 times an hour, so every 12 minutes. And the 22 would correspondingly decrease in frequency from its present 5 times an hour every 12 minutes to 4 times an hour every 15 minutes. Route 60 is proposed for some big changes. Route 60 currently travels north from the Winchester light rail station up through Santa Clara and stopping at the Santa Clara Transit Center before heading up north along Scott and ending at the old Ironsides light rail station in North Santa Clara. We are proposing to instead route that through the airport, combining or replacing the Route 10 that currently travels between the Santa Clara Transit Center and the Metro light rail station on First Street in San Jose, and then have Route 60 continue along all the way to the Milpitas BART station. Folks who use Route 10 know that it's free to board that shuttle, so we're proposing that boardings at the Santa Clara Caltrain station or at the airport remain free on Route 60. Since Route 60 would be going to the Milpitas BART station, it would not be going up to the old Ironside station. So we're proposing to add Route 59, which would pick up that route. So folks who are making that connection can still travel that way today. Although if they're traveling through, they'll have to make a transfer to Route 60 at the transit center. Route 60 is also proposed for an upgrade in frequency from 15 minutes in the peak and 30 minutes in the midday to being 15 minutes a day, all day, every day of the week. Another change is Route 53 that comes in from the west along Homestead going into the transit center. That alignment is currently served by Route 81 as a 30-minute route. We're proposing to have Route 53 serve that section instead. Route 81 would then not continue down to downtown San Jose. Route 53 would connect you with the neighborhoods in West Sunnyvale and then eventually with the Sunnyvale Transit Center in downtown Sunnyvale. Route 21 on this map is also a change. That is a renaming of Route 32. We're proposing to combine Route 32, which travels from the Santa Clara Caltrain station up to the San Antonio Transit Center in Mountain View, with Route 35, which travels from the San Antonio station in Mountain View up to downtown Palo Alto. So combining Route 32 and Route 35 and renaming it as Route 21. Hopefully by making that connection, folks who travel through will have one less transfer to have to deal with on their trip. So those are the big changes at Santa Clara University. I encourage folks to head over to nextnetwork.vta.org to see more specifics of each of these routes and what the changes are and to give us your feedback. And with that, I'll pass it back over to Cody.
Thank you, Adam, and thank you everyone who watched the video and tuned in to learn more about what we're proposing. Thank you in advance for your input and feedback. We do rely on you to make sure this is the best plan it can be and we can provide the best transit service possible for Santa Clara County. Again, wanted to highlight some of the ways you can provide that feedback or ask any questions you have. We will be watching the YouTube comments and getting back to you as quickly as we can. We do appreciate you sharing these YouTube videos on social media or via email or around school with anyone you think might be interested or should understand what we're proposing here. You can also contact us on social media, give us a call at our customer service call center, or email community.outreach@vta.org. With that, we thank you for your time and we look forward to hearing from you.